Hello, friends. It's Sunday, March 16th, the second Sunday in Lent. Last Sunday, I talked to you a little bit about why Lent is 40 days in length, and that got me thinking about numbers, and I did a few brief videos for you on numbers, but now I've moved away from numbers because I'm thinking about names. What's in a name? As Shakespeare famously says. I must be on Shakespeare too, because I talked about Julius Caesar yesterday. But anyway, what's in a name? Shakespeare famously said, "That which we call a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet." Well, what's in a name indeed? That's a question we could all ask ourselves. And I'm asking it because this morning we're going to hear part of the story of Abram, who we sometimes call the eponymous ancestor of the Hebrew faith, a figure who's as much a literary character as he is an historical one, a person whose name changes in the course of this ancient narrative from Abram to Abraham. But when we encounter him this morning, he's still Abram, a name which means exalted father. And shortly after this morning's reading ends, we have the story of how Hagar, Abram's wife Sarai's slave, gives birth to the son Ishmael, and then at 99, the great miracle that Sarai will become pregnant, and that is when their names are changed from Abram and Sarai to Abraham and Sarah. Abraham now meaning the father of many nations, not just exalted father, but father of many nations. And so names, like numbers in Scripture, are significant, and lots of them aren't there just by accident. And so maybe next week we'll continue to think about names, because we'll hear the story of Moses in the wilderness in Sinai. And we'll talk about maybe not only Moses' name, but the mysterious name of God in Hebrew Scriptures, which is a name that could not be pronounced, but couldn't even be written out. Of course, you and I know ourselves to be named Christians, and even that's a name that has an origin too. We can read about that in the book of Acts, where in the city of Antioch, followers of the Way were first called Christians. But all of that's for another time. Right now, we must get to church. And so I wish you God's richest blessings for the day and for the rest of the week.